pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Minnesota Vikings and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold them to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Off play action. Church. He'll buy some time right. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the play.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Robert Alford. Thought he had the pick. Flag comes in for PI, so cancel it out.
Interference. Oh, a killer for them. Thought they had a nice play. Instead, they'll be marching off. Yardage against them.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
On first down, Church escaping the pressure right. That is incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Off the play fake, Church. And he whips that one incomplete there. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Set. 3-19. 3-19. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
On third down, Church. And he fires one that's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
After the interception, here's Taylor. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Oh, now he'll try and chuck it. And this will be caught at the 30. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. John Brown, 76 yards. And the Bucs have taken a first quarter lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Extra point good by Catanzaro, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. And out now come the Vikings. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going. And also, you motivate your offensive line.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
They'll throw on first down with Taylor. And this one is incomplete.
But one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. 2nd and 10, it's Taylor again. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call a moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
They'll try and throw for it with Taylor. He gets it to Graham, complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down. They'll run it now. This is Charkandrick West. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
On 2nd down, here's Taylor. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. Down the numbers. There he goes. The 40, the 30, past the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Now the Buccaneer offense set to take over again. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups. Check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
Throwing now, Taylor on first down. He hits West underneath. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 7 yards on the play, and that'll make this a second down. From the gun, it's Taylor. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hughes. And a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. Charles, I don't know what's going on in that defensive team meeting room, but they better keep it rolling. 3 picks last week, 2 here now in the first quarter.
Everyone talks about creating turnovers and getting takeaways, but until it gets put into action, it's just talk. And right now, it's in action and in a big way. Now they've got the receivers wondering if they have to turn around and play more defense instead of running routes trying to take the ball downfield.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. It'll be a gain of 11, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 13 yards that time at a first.
I know a lot of times we like to put players in certain boxes. He does this and he does that. But this guy, he can do a little bit of everything. He's not just a lead blocker or a guy who protects the passer. Handing the ball, you might want to get out of the way.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Here we go now.
Off play action. Church. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked off by Robert Alford. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range. But boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board. But give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
The throw by Taylor here, and that's incomplete. Taylor incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10.
Slow. Z.
Now Taylor going to throw again. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Taylor. And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. Daniil Hunter in there to drop him, and his great season continues. 13 sacks for him now on the year. Here's Brian Anger now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And the Vikings now heading onto the field. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Now a handoff looking right. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
To throw on 2nd down. Church. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Jason Pierre-Paul in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Vikings holding the football. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up. From the gun, Church. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And now it's the punter Weil on as he sends this one away. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully
nowhere to get away, and down he goes. Taylor is sacked. Daniil Hunter in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Out of the gun, it's Taylor. Over the middle to Evans. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation,
pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Sheldon Richardson with a big-time sack on 3rd down, and it'll be a loss of 7. Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. And taken right on the 30. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. The crowd maybe losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground.
And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he is taken down. J.J. Watt in there to get him, and that is sack number 15 for him on the year. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. And they'll go on the ground. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Here's Matt Weil now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. .46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Buccaneers will take over at the 20. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here. A little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. On 2nd down, Taylor. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Sheldon Richardson in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
3rd and long. Taylor and company hoping to regroup after the sack. Off the play fake, here's Taylor. Forced out to his left. Airing this one up. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
No. Check. Patriot. Now let's go.
And they'll run it here. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Looking to throw. Church. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a 1st down. First red zone chance now for the Vikings. 1st and 10 at the 19. And on the ground they go with a running back. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Church. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
The completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Back to throw. Church. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback when he delivers the ball.
And that is no good. He pulled it just a wee bit wide left. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, you've not got too many attempts shorter than that one, and I don't think this was blocked. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. It's a loss of 8 there on the first down play. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. 2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. We'll come back to Tampa after this timeout. Now Taylor to throw on second down. He's got it to West on the dump off. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. Give him 9 on the play, and that's going to lead to a third down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about, in your progressions, you're either throwing the
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 33. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. As his guys are in for 6. And the Vikings are able to strike for 6. And it was a tight window. He knew he had to rocket that thing in there. He got it done.
And when you're able to complete one like that, your confidence has to just go sky high. You just mentioned it. Tight window, zings it in there despite excellent coverage. Result, touchdown.
Carlson now to kick this one away. Now the Buccaneers offensive unit back out on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. 1st down now, but that clock rolling.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook, and a great grab on the other end. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at 2nd down. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know. But all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one. Much more like lead.
slow.
Again, now it's Taylor on 2nd and 10. He completes it to Evans. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 1st half.
Ready. Flag 32.
On 1st down, it's Taylor. That is caught at the 7. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Flag 32.
To throw again is Taylor. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this 1st half. Taylor looking to throw on 2nd down. Dancing to his left. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans, as the 1st half is winding down. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. The extra point, not exactly a thing of beauty, but it does ricochet home. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth 1st half. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Now it's Lucky Whitehead on the return. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
14 seconds, all that's left to this 1st half as they come up on 1st down.
Gun! Detroit!
Throwing on 1st down. Church. Going for the deep ball. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And it's Clinton Dix with a pick. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this 1st half of action. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. 3rd quarter, here we go. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the 2nd half of Week 17 is underway. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the 3rd quarter. 1st half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the 2nd half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Here's Taylor to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. Here it's 3rd and 3. Play action, now Taylor. To the sideline, and oh, that's well done. Able to drag the feet, he's going to have the 1st down. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the 1st.
slow.
This is West. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down. Play action, it's Taylor. And this one caught by Cameron Braid. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Taylor will lead up the offense 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Eric Kendricks in there to record another sack, their 6th of the afternoon. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Taylor now, operating from the gun. Airing this one out for Evans. And Evans calls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans, his 2nd TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Bucs are going to take the lead. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the goal line. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start.
Looking to throw. Church. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 35. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and it's a 2nd down. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
Here's Taylor to throw on 2nd down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Evans. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this one. He's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Now Taylor. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Ever Everson Griffin in there for sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Daniil Hunter in there to get him, and that is sack number 15 for him on the year. On is Chandler Catanzaro now for the Buccaneer field goal. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. And Catanzaro's kick is right through, and that will extend their lead even further. So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave them with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7.
Detroit! All right, now.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And now here's another interception. Vernon Hargraves with a pick. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what
Taylor hit? He lost the football. And this belongs to the Vikings. He let one slip away last week as well, so now 2 fumbles lost in as many weeks.
Well, we were out at practice, and we watched him work. And what did his quarterback coach talk about all week?
Being a two-hand monster.
And we looked at each other. Two-hand. Oh, I get it. Two-hand monster. Both hands on the football. Taking care of it. Putting it away so the ball doesn't get dropped. One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 15 yards through the air and a 1st down.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? That sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse. And I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm. So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
On second down, Taylor's throw incomplete.
Play action supposed to be used to slow down pressure, slow down blitzes. In this case, though, if it takes a little too long to develop, you got people right in your face.
And lucky just to get rid of the ball with the arm going forward. Could have been a fumble. From the gun on third down, it's Taylor. He's got Evans. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. This quarterback now over 300 yards now for the game, and time to improve on that as he's got a 1st and 10. Back now in Tampa. It's the Bucs. They've got the football. They also are in front here on the scoreboard as we start the 4th. They'll throw on first down with Taylor. Over the middle here to Brown. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football.
Ready. Flag 32. Flag 32.
Throwing now, Taylor on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10, it's Taylor again. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Church out to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Jason Pierre-Paul. In there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 19. The first throw for the backup Lynch. Looking for his tight end Rudolph, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have him set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. After the interception, here's Taylor. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. John Brown with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Bucs capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. On first down, it's Lynch. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Gone! Detroit!
On first and 10, it's Lynch. It's complete to Laquan Treadwell. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Gone! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky.
Throwing here, Lynch on first down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 7, and it'll be second down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling.
And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Bo Allen busting through to get him for a loss of 6.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Play action. Now Lynch. And the pressure gets to him again. Gerald McCoy in there to drop him, and back-to-back sacks now bring up 4th and long. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Flush to his right. And he's able to find Diggs. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. They'll throw on first down with Lynch. 11 more on that one, and another first down. Last I remember, similar situation, he forced a ball in the coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Give him 2 yards on that one. Second and goal now. Here's Lynch to throw. And this one's incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. And that'll make it third down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, some of those windows that throw the football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people, actually.
Here we go. Lynch on fourth down. And this is incomplete. They can't hook up here on the fourth down pass attempt. And the Buccaneers defense holds, and they get the football back. Now Taylor on first down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. He was looking for his running back, Charkandrick West, and that'll bring up second down.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw, trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
Buying time to his left. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Airing this one out for Evans. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Taylor. And now here's another interception. Picked off around the 41. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Gone, gone!
After the interception, here's Lynch. Over the middle here to Rudolph. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. 2nd and 10 now. It's Lynch. And an alley to run. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game's slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
Zero.
On 2nd down, Lynch.
Brandon, they didn't get everything they wanted out of that play, but the tight end did. And I don't mean it in a positive way. Great job of him holding on after absorbing that big hit. And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
They go for just one here as it's up and good. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And the Bucs are on this one. And that should just about do it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Mike Evans, 41 yards. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year. And our score will stay right where it is. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make it 2nd down. Now it's Lynch. Being chased out left. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Now Lynch to throw. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Jason Pierre-Paul in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Watch him now, Marty.
Out of the gun, Lynch. Eluding, under pressure again, and down he goes again. Jason Pierre-Paul in there to get him, and that's sack number 12 for him on the year. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now Lynch escaping the pressure right. And he's going to go down again.